You've been told to hustle harder to scale your business. Work 80 hours a week, sacrifice your life, and maybe, just maybe, you'll hit 100k MRR. But what if I told you that's a recipe for burnout? I've been in your shoes, growing a business from scratch. I know the struggle. Today, I'm a successful CEO, and I'm here to share my secret, building a business that doesn't need you. I've helped countless founders scale without sacrificing their sanity. My framework has been tested and proven using the best tools like Go High Level, Make.com, and Notion. You can have a business that generates 100k MRR without being tied to your desk 24/7. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to make that happen. You'll learn the operational framework to scale your business from solopreneur to CEO without burnout. You hit 10k MRR. You're proud. But here is the cold truth. You haven't built a business. You've just built a high-paying job for yourself. Right now, you are the bottleneck. Every single client request comes to you. Every invoice, every bug fix, every strategy call. You're the CEO, the salesperson, the project manager, and the customer support rep. All at once. Your instinct is to work harder. More hours, more caffeine, more grit. You think that's how you hit 100k. But that is a lie. When you scale by adding more effort, you aren't growing. You're just narrowing your bandwidth. Eventually, you hit the ceiling. You can't take a weekend off because the entire system crashes the moment you step away. That's not scaling. That's a cage. And here is the paradox. As the revenue goes up, your freedom goes down. You're making more money than ever, but you're more stressed than when you were broke. If you keep hustling harder to reach 100k MRR, you won't get there. You'll just burn out before you even hit the halfway mark. Here is the hard truth. You cannot hustle your way to 100k MRR. If your business requires your manual input for every single deliverable, you don't have a business. You have a high-paying job. To scale, you have to stop being the operator and start being the architect. You need an operational framework. This is the exact process to move from solopreneur to CEO without burning out. Phase 1, the documentation audit. You cannot delegate what you haven't defined. Most founders fail here because they think their process is in their head. This is where Notion comes in. You need a central source of truth. Every single repetitive task, from onboarding a client to sending an invoice, needs a standard operating procedure or SOP. If you do a task more than twice, record a loom, write the steps in Notion, and archive it. Now the knowledge lives in the system, not in your brain. Phase 2, aggressive automation. Now that you have the map, you need to build the engine. Stop doing manual data entry. It is a waste of your CEO-level brain. This is where Make.com becomes your best friend. Use Make to bridge the gaps between your tools. When a lead fills out a form, Make should automatically create the lead in your CRM, send a Slack notification to your team, and trigger a welcome email. You aren't just saving time, you're removing human error. Phase 3, infrastructure consolidation. Tool fatigue is real. If you're jumping between 5 different apps to manage one client, you're leaking profit. You need a single ecosystem. This is why I use Go High Level. Instead of paying for a separate CRM, email marketing tool, funnel builder, and calendar app, you consolidate everything into one place. When your sales pipeline, lead nurturing, and client communication are in one dashboard, you can actually see where your bottlenecks are. Once the documentation is in Notion, the automation is in Make, and the infrastructure is in Go High Level, something magical happens. You are no longer the bottleneck. Now, when you hire a virtual assistant or an account manager, you don't spend 3 weeks training them. You simply give them access to the system. You've stopped working in the business and started working on the business. That is how you hit $100k MRR without losing your mind. Now you can build this framework on a whiteboard, or you can actually automate it. To hit $100k MRR, you need a stack that replaces your manual labor. First, Notion. This is the business brain. Every SOP and project tracker lives here, so your team doesn't have to ask you questions. Then there's Make.com. This is the glue. It connects your apps so data moves while you sleep. Finally, the growth engine, Go High Level. It combines your CRM, funnel, and automation into one place. No more jumping between 10 different tabs. The result? I stopped working 80 hours and started managing systems. That is how you move from solopreneur to CEO. If you want the exact tools and templates I use to scale, check the links in the description. Stop being the bottleneck in your own business.